know, first responders, they are working overtime really around the clock to help people out during these storms.
Yeah, so we wanted to talk with the Austin Fire Department, and Bob Nix, he is joining us live to talk a little bit about what his firefighters are seeing out there. And I know you have incredible stories of how your firefighters and you, Bob, are going above and beyond the call of duty. I want to talk about that in a bit. But first, tell me, AFD has responded to dozens of broken pipe calls. I'm wondering first why AFD responds to that.
That's a call type we've responded to for 50 years. You know, basically, when someone's not getting shot at, you need help, you call firefighters, and they'll show up and help you. So, especially now, it's actually critical because we got to get these pipes. We need to get them repaired, and so the system can operate at full capacity. So it's actually a very important, actually safety feature, where it's normally a non-emergency type call.
Some of those pipes have been around for 50 years since you've been taking those calls, Bob. What do you do when firefighters get there to a pipe that is broken to help out? What's the first thing you do?
We have to figure out where the valves are to shut the water down so the system can maintain pressure, especially when you have broken pipes all over the city. You know, nobody ever anticipated temperatures this low in Austin. Maybe we should have, but they hadn't. And the pipes are just they're not designed. They're not put deep enough to withstand these types of temperatures.
We are hearing reports of people doing everything they can to stay warm, lighting charcoal inside their own homes, using sort of those camping propane stoves. Are you getting a lot of reports of fires that are connected to these alternative methods of staying warm?
Yes, we've had a lot of fires since Saturday, way more than normal, and a lot of it is alternate heat sources, but then also the system designs of the regular heating systems are not meant to stay on 24 hours. So if it's any flaw in the system at all, that can cause problems too. So we're having electrical problems, furnace fires, alternate heat source fires, you know, the whole gambit.
I know that you're concerned about a lot of things, but what are you hearing from your firefighters on the ground about what is the most pressing issue right now that they're dealing with?
You know, there's been firefighters that came in Saturday that are still working. They mostly they need the personnel, but also they can't get away from the stations in some cases because the roads are too icy. So we've had firefighters on the job over 96 hours now working. So the stress of that with all the different calls, they're making a ton of calls, is high. Of course, that's what we trained for and that's what we're here for. So we're happy to do it. But you know, when this is all over, the toll will be taken. You know, we need to recover.
And then when you have firefighters who are able to make it home, they're not staying home. They're helping out other people. Tell me what you're doing.
Well, yesterday I realized that the neighborhood behind our Union Hall, Coronado Hills, had been without power for 30 hours. And so we opened up our Union Hall, and us, along with collective campaigns, United Professional Organizers, are basically set up a shelter there that would accommodate about 40 beds. We got with Natasha Madison, Council District 1 council member. She was able to get us the cots. Then what I realized talking to her is there's a lot of people, like I'm a big believer in government, but when things get this bad, it's always neighbors helping neighbors. And so she said on a granular level, they're having a hard time moving people around to these shelters or getting food to them. So I put out a call to firefighters kind of late last night around 4 or 5 o'clock. And I got about 20 people with 20 firefighters, male and female firefighters with 4x4 trucks.
Wow.
And I've been sending that information to Natasha's office, and then they are basically dispatching these firefighters around the city to get people to various shelters or to get food to them.
Oh, you are amazing. Firefighters, thank you so much for everything that you do. Before we let you go, and I hate to let you go, but what can we do to help you and your firefighters out there?
You know, I'm going to give some advice that it's kind of counter to what some people have said. I've heard some officials say stay at home, even if you've lost power. And I would say what you need to do is you need to find a friend that has heat and then find somebody with a truck that can get you there. And if you can't, call the firefighters. We'll help you. I mean, I'll give you my personal cell number, 512-217-3474. You give me a call, we'll try to get a truck there to get you to a warm shelter.
Well, Bob, why are you saying that? Are you thinking that this could turn into a deadly situation if you stay home?
Nobody really knows what's going to happen with the power, but there's rumors it might be more power is going to leave Austin. And so I'm preparing for the worst. It really doesn't get above freezing until Saturday. I think that's what the weather says for any length of time. So we're at a serious time. I mean, we have elderly people that are without power and some without food. I had a firefighter from San Antonio had me check on somebody on Westlake Drive, and we have a firefighter going out there this morning to bring food and other supplies. They're in a terrible area as far as the roads, and they're really in a situation they can't take care of themselves. So if you need help, get a hold of us on Facebook or call my cell number, 512-217-3474, and we will try to get help to you. Another thing is call your council member districts. Their offices are open. They're trying very hard to make resources meet the people. So I'd say call your council offices directly also.
We are incredibly grateful for you providing that contact information and everything that you, along with your brothers and sisters of the Austin Fire Department, do. Battalion Chief, President of the Austin Firefighters Association, Bob Nix, we so appreciate your time. Looks like we lost him there.
Stay safe, Bob.
We'll be right back.